What's going on, family? It's your guy Boro, the Lucky Libra, and thank you for tuning in to another episode, all right? As y'all can see by the title, hold on, this shit a little too loud. That's my intro pimping. Come on, man. So, as you can see by the title, man, we jumping into signs through the houses. We're picking that series back up with Libra in the third house, okay? So, y'all tap into my website to connect with me on a one-on-one level. Y'all make sure y'all tap into my Patreon, where I'm uploading every Tuesday, Thursday, live streams every Sunday, man. We almost close to 50 Patreons and whatnot. Let's see if we can hit 100 to end the year, all right? The community's growing. Community's getting larger. We get into a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of enlightenment on that platform. But for the most part, let's get right into it. Boom. All right, so look. What's the third house? The third house is an air house. Air houses deal with relatability, interactions, relationships overall. These are our social houses. These houses influence and teach us how to deal with interacting with others in this lifetime. Okay. Now, the third house specifically, what separates the third house from the seventh house and 11th house, which are the other air houses, is this house is dealing with, our local environment, familiar surroundings, people, places, and things in our neighborhood. All right. Emphasis on siblings, your early friendships, adolescent stages of life, adolescent experiences, things that you learned in your familiar surroundings, in your neighborhood or whatnot. That playground that you went to go hoop at or play double dutch at. You know how y'all ladies, y'all know when y'all was young, you feel me, hit puberty a little earlier. Your Johns was a little big at a young age, so you had to hold them Johns when you double dutching. Yeah, you was doing that in your third house. You was doing that in your third house, in the playground in your neighborhood, all right? Overall, the third house also deal with information, creative endeavors, all forms of knowledge and things that you were taught and that you learned. Emphasis on education and learning in this house as well, all right? We got to make sure that we understand the third and the ninth house axis incorporates both of that. Not just the ninth house dealing with the house of education and enlightenment, but the third house as well, all right? How we learn in our familiar surroundings. And I like to say this house also manifests into showing us how we become products of our environment. Why? Because through us connecting to all these energies in our familiar surroundings, it ends up developing our natural communication method, all right? Our natural communication method. So, this communication method is what we take into the 7th and 11th house. So a lot of how we develop interacting with others, principles and morals we develop interacting with others, it starts here. Now, Libra. Now, Libra is an air sign. Libra is an air sign. It's cardinal air ruled by Venus. So when it gets in the third house, it's like, okay, I could get with this. It's dealing with relationships. It's dealing with communication. So off rip, you just having Libra in the third house, you're going to deal with a lot of interacting, relationships, communicating at an early age. You may start dealing with connecting on an intimate, romantic level at an early age. You may have a nature to you that early in life, you was really open. Not only did you attract dealing with a lot of interactions, a lot of other individuals. Hold on, guys. Excuse me. Not only do you attract, all right? I had to just throw my track back on repeat, you feel me? Not only do you attract a lot of situations to interact and connect with a lot of individuals, but you can be real open here. It's Venus. Venus deals with relatability, love, support, appreciation. So you may have manifested a lot of situations. This is my what? This is my Leo risings. So if you know what Leo rising, they know a lot of people. If you know a Leo rising, you know that they got a way of articulating themselves and communicating and being real sociable and relatable. It's not just that charismatic personality. It got a lot to do with that Libra in the third house. Them understanding how to harmonize with others, interact with others in their familiar environment, how to get into a new environment and, correlate with others, understand how to, share their values with others. Build relationships because they understand how to value other people's opinions and get that connection going and see where the mutual interests are at. So yeah, Libra brings that harmony here. A lot of times, Libra in the first house is going to manifest some friendships early in life. You feel me? That could deal with some intense connection because you got that Venus energy here and they learn what true support is in this house. Okay. Now, Libra in this house it's important that we emphasize you guys being really open with your relationships, because this is the house that we develop our natural communication method. So Libra in this house starts to have you understand that you can't be so open to everybody that you connect to and relate to. Not everybody has the same agenda as you. Not everybody has the same, I got a word in my head for it right now. Nobody has the same, for the most part, not everybody fuck with you the way you think they fuck with you, all right? Not everybody think the way you do, but Venus has you so open to interact and connect and value others. Venus see the beauty in others. So, Libra just be in this house, just seeing how much connections it can make. It could be you get into you go to a new school, and Libra might get into that school and might by default naturally manifest, is supporting Venus in the third house. Venus come to a new school, and before we even get to lunchtime, your first day in the new school, before we even get to lunch, you got somebody like, yo, where you from? Yo, you trying to eat lunch with us? So you can manifest, like Libra's gonna gain that support into connecting to others in his familiar surrounding and being supported in some type of shape or form. But you can't let that natural psyche of you having opportunities to connect and mingle with others, all right, and you wanting to be a support system for others, to have you start overcompensating in your relationships, start placing your friends' responsibilities over your personal priorities and responsibilities. You always feeling the need to correlate, because Libra is the relationship sign. The air signs are the relationship signs, but Libra dealing with that one-on-one connection. It dials in and focuses in on that one-on-one connection. So Libra in the third house could start to feel like when it comes to their knowledge, their wisdom, what they're learned, what they're taught in the third house, what they learn from them siblings or whatnot, that it could start to feel like it has to do all these things with other people. You have to know when these things is, had to be taken, handled in an individual way. All right, guys. Libra in the third house, when we talking about siblings, Libra in this third house could place a responsibility trying to tighten the connection between siblings, cousins, relatives. So it could start feeling frustrated when that effort that it gives out with Venus trying to connect with others, balance with others, give harmony to relationships, it could take a toll. It could take a true hit here when the most likely Leo risings or overall Libra in the third house, when their energy ain't reciprocated in that third house. Ooh, when that shit ain't reciprocated in the third house, it could hurt. It could sting with Libra here. It could sting. All right? All right? So, but you guys, this is the thing here. Libra develops so much experience quick with dealing with other individuals, to the point, you start initiating certain ways of interacting with individuals, because you almost get a little you get overly confident at times of feeling like how you able to, I don't want to say manipulate a relationship, but that could be the very precise word to use. You get a little confident here of understanding how you can manipulate a relationship, how you could get your way in certain relationships, how you could use people in certain type of shape or forms, all right? How Libra in the third house, you got Venus here, so you possibly be soft-spoken and have a way to have a charm with how you connect your thoughts, exchange your thoughts, articulate yourself pretty soft-spoken here. Have an attractive laugh. Your laugh is attractive or some stupid shit like that. You feel me? With Libra in that third house. But others will take advantage of you too. And y'all can experience that early. Y'all deal with so much goddamn human interaction. So y'all may end up experiencing that really early with Libra in this house. Being so open, being so lovey-dovey, being so open to connect with others, do things with others, you feel me? Being passive and gullible with others in your local environment. Libra in the third house start getting into all type of stupid shit sometimes in the neighborhood. Why? Because Libra's so adaptable, so relatable, want to do everything with everybody. So this theme of me saying y'all so open, Libra in the third house, is very important to understand. So you attract so much opportunities to interact with others. So it gains so much wisdom with Libra in the third house. So much wisdom of understanding agendas of individuals, understanding how you can correlate and communicate and cooperate with individuals to build and relate or whatnot, especially when it comes to the knowledge and wisdom you already have about certain things. especially when it comes to your creative endeavors, especially when it comes to the things your siblings or things you may have learned. But you know, you learn early that you can't just be so down to build with anybody, so down to love, support, appreciate, connect, relate, value with anybody. Okay, you're gonna learn that quick with Libra in this house. So it takes into the seventh house and understands how to use different forms of communication, gauging how other people communicate, you know, reading people a bit more before it starts making a tighter connection with individuals here. All right. But in some type of shape or form, you know, Libra in this house ends up just manifesting a whole bunch of support with, you know, ends up connecting to the right people to get to certain things that it wants to do. All right. Has that one person that looks out for them to teach them something to help them prevent a certain situation with Libra in this house. All right. But definitely might manifest an intimate romantic relationship early in life within a familiar neighborhood or whatnot, because it got that intimacy here just by default at times, you know, like 7 to 8 out of 10 times with Libra in that third house, you know. So shit, the way that you deal with your pleasures in this house and the things that make you feel good, you got to make sure you start to learn how to have more discernment, deal with more discipline, carrying that on into your seventh house, which is the Libra house. Okay. But yeah, Libra in the seventh house gonna have a charm with how they communicate, man. They're gonna have a charm with how they communicate. It's gonna be so modest, aka they're gonna know, they're gonna make it seem like they just being regular or whatnot, but they know they charming you when they communicate, all right? They know that the way that they relate they thoughts or value your thoughts is opening you up to want to make a connection. That's Libra in the third house know how to do that. Leo risings, man. Woo, Leo risings be charismatic. Be charismatic. You feel me? So that's what you're dealing here with a lot of the times. And let's not forget, I should have mentioned this earlier, Libra's cardinal. Libra's cardinal. So when you throw Libra in that third house, yeah, the air resonates with it here. So it gets down with harmonizing and communicating and relating with others, learning from others, doing things with others. But it's cardinal. So a lot of times these people could get aggressive and dominant in their relationships. I should have been mentioned that. They could get a little aggressive, dominant with how they want things done in their relationships. And yeah, it sounds harmonious and everything. Libra in the third house, understand how to communicate, harmonize, balance with others. But yeah, Libra wants to dictate their ways of initiating things with, they want their ideals to be dominant within the relationship. So y'all got to make sure that, you know, your wisdom with communicating doesn't neglect or not neglect, doesn't negate your ability to balance and harmonize with others based off of how you want to dictate things with your ideas or how you think a relationship should go. That could be another downfall with Libra here. Get a little too cocky in relationships. All right. So that's what we dealing with when we talking about Libra in the third house and all that. You feel me? Those are the basic influences here. So, you know, next we picking it up with Scorpio in the third house. All right. It's a deep one too. Everything deep with Scorpio. You ain't got no choice but to say some shit is deep when we talking about Scorpio. Everything dark, deep, and intense. All right. Possibly nasty. Okay. But until next episode, it's the Lucky Libra. Y'all make sure to tap into my website to connect with me on a one-on-one level. Tap into my Patreon where I'm uploading every Tuesday, Thursday. Live streams every Sunday and more. Until next time, family, peace.